Tell me, what brings you comfort on a rainy day? What do you sip to sharpen your focus while you work? What provides the opportunity for you to exchange gossip, laughter, or maybe even tears? Oh yes, I know you have an inkling of what I'm talking about already. Tea. 3 letters, yet a very distinct taste. We're talking about a British staple, one that continues to bring younger and older generations together, and has been for centuries. It's one of those few things that, no matter the income, penetrates every social and economic class. So please, join us as we walk through every British living room. Listen as we chat to a renowned tea connoisseur. But most importantly, make sure to grab a teaspoon. Because you are about to eat our words. I visited Sarah on a Tuesday afternoon.
That's true.
Her first word to me was the same one she will always and forever pronounce as a greeting. Tea? Sarah simply doesn't exist without a teacup in her hand. She's like one of those cartoon characters. You know, Minnie Mouse with her polka dot dress and red bow. Marge Simpson with her blue hair. Squidward has his nose. Sarah has her teacup. I wouldn't say my guest, because you're more than a guest. You're a partner in this
A
voyage.
partner in this endeavor, yeah.
Yeah. So, voyage.
Voyage of discovery. Of taste discovery.
Of igniting our taste buds. Or at least Sarah's taste buds.
Oh no, I have full confidence that yours will be.
Right on. So, as our first voyage of many to come, we have decided to select Sarah's staple.
Absolutely. Probably, my biggest life companion, I'd say.
Would you really go that far?
I'd say so. With me through thick and thin. Good times and the bad, better for worse.
Morning through to night.
What was that? Morning through to night.
What did you think?
Middle-a-doop-a-doop.
Okay, enunciation is something we need to be working on here, clearly.
Very important.
Okay, so Sarah loves her tea, and
the humble cup of tea.
And thus, here we are, and I, unfortunately, as a disclaimer for the entire series to come, I'm allergic to, not allergic, that's too strong a word, intolerant. Simply intolerant results in some nausea, some occasional diarrhea, perhaps some gas. Just thought I'd let the general public be aware of, the condition that we have.
Maybe another time you can tell a story about the witch doctor.
The witch doctor.
Diagnosed.
Because it was a diagnosis. It was a very strict, strict diagnosis. And one of the wonderful foods that have been stripped from my life is milk. I can't have, dairy. And Sarah, how would you describe your tea making process?
Tea making process. It's an art, actually, I'd say. One that I'm very good at.
She's honed her skill.
I've honed it over thousands.
Over a lifetime.
Of tea. The key is the pouring of the water from the kettle.
I did not actually know this.
Yeah, so you need to do it directly over the tea bag. So making sure that as the water flows, it's diffusing through the actual tea. Slowly. And then, which I didn't do with this cup of tea, I must say, I was a little rushed.
Yeah.
Leaving it to brew for a good few minutes.
A
good, I'd say ideally 5 minutes, but time constraints often do compromise that ideal.
Brilliant. And so what do you have to say to the tea makers that unfortunately are not aware of this process and have been raised putting the tea bag in after filling the cup? So once the cup is full,
there is no logic to that.
There
is none. No.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, because that's how I've been putting my tea my time.
You pour the water in
Yeah, that's what I used to do until I came to the UK.
And then you put the tea bag in.
I did in front of a British man, and he got fairly angry at me.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
I don't feel angry. I just feel sorry. Gosh.
I apologize.
There we go.
I feel sorry for for offending your entire
culture.
Culture, yeah. All right. Well, why don't you take your first tentative sip?
First tentative sip, okay. It's still quite hot. Another thing is that I think that there is an ideal temperature to drink your tea at.
Okay.
This is an important point. I think if you leave it for about, I want to say 6 or 7 minutes, it's going to taste nicer than if you're sipping it straight out of the kettle. Yeah.
Wow. Well, see, I've been doing that wrong as well. That often results in me completely burning the inside of my mouth, but continuing
Exactly. Yeah, I usually leave it a while, but for the sake of the podcast.
Well, I don't know. Should we pause this and maybe get back to you
a couple of minutes
for the sake of the people?
Sake of the people.
That's what we owe them.
It's going to be better for everyone this way.
It really is. Yeah. While we cue an ad break, stay tuned and don't miss us too much.
Welcome to Sol's segment on the Isle of Muck, the place of Sainsbury's fish.
Tesco's.
No, Sainsbury's. Did you know that there are more cows on the Isle of Muck than there are people? In fact, ever since the GP died, not long ago, the population of the Isle of Muck has shrunk from 31 to 26. We don't know the reason for this. It just could be resettlement, urbanisation. Maybe some people realised,
There's more out there than the Isle of Muck.
Yeah, that would be my first guess. Thank you for this segment of the Isle of Muck.
How would you say the cup's feeling?
It's feeling perfect temperature. We've left it about 6 minutes, I'd say, which is
Ideal.
Yeah, it is the ideal.
And from the outside of
outside, it is not too hot that you have it is just nice, warming. It feels so nice.
Yeah,
it feels so nice.
Okay, comforting.
Comforting. Yeah, nice round mug. Emma Bridgewater mug for you Brits out there. You will know that's
that's the top notch.
Top notch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, please.
Here
don't
we
let
go.
me hold you back.
That is just.
Is it
phenomenal?
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
I thought you said I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it definitely can. It definitely could be better for sure.
Yeah.
Natalia is Ministis. I nearly cried the other day because my cup of tea was so good.
Fully.
It was
experienced.
It was
the best tea she's had in a long time.
The best tea in a long time.
And I was hoping I'd get that reaction today. I'd catch that on camera. Sorry, on microphone.
Sorry. Yeah, on microphone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry that could happen, but that's like a once every 3 year kind of.
And some people might not even ever.
Some people might not. Yeah, so I feel lucky that happened, even just once in my life, let alone this week.
Well, okay. So can I ask you a question? This is more to do with the process itself. People might think I'm exaggerating a little, but as we discuss the pouring and the feel of the cup itself already, I'm just wondering, do you have a specific sip technique?
Sip technique?
Because I noticed you inhaled a little as you.
Yeah, I think I do a slight inhalation. So it's not just pour. I'm not the passive recipient.
No, you're.
I am an active agent in this process.
It is a bio.
I just said that. I know it. It's a balance. It's a balance between just letting it freely flow into your mouth, but then giving a little encouragement along the way. And that's what I'd say. Yeah.
And the encouragement might be what makes the difference all around.
Quite possibly.
As an experience. If you're tasting it as an experience.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then I think
it's a dynamic equilibrium between you and the tea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm hearing words from Sarah I've never heard her say before. Not even in class. Not even in one of our most intense discussions on gender and race as this level of...
Well, nothing sparks passion in me like tea does. So.
Right. And in terms of how would you describe the feel in your mouth?
The feel. It's like...
No, please, take another sip.
Sorry.
Really
okay.
chew on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So firstly, I would like to say perfect temperature.
Oh, okay. I'm glad.
Perfect temperature for it still to be hot in your mouth, but not so hot that it is burning your tongue. You know, you can hold it there if you wish to. Just a comforting temperature. You know, it's like a mouth hug.
Oh,
that's how I'd describe it. Yeah,
a mouth hug.
A mouth hug, and then I don't want to use this word partly because I know people hate this word, partly because it's not exactly the right word, but there is a certain creamy quality to tea.
Interesting.
It's this kind of rounded texture, like a beach ball.
A beach ball.
I don't know how I got from creamy to beach ball. But yeah.
No, you know, it is a bit of a beach ball, not a rugby ball. Definitely.
No,
not a
because
rugby.
I'm going with the shape.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
the
feels
shape. Yeah,
rounded and
a baseball even.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, not a baseball because you'd have the lines.
You'd have the lines. No, like perfectly
rotund,
spherical. Rotund. Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so milky,
but
is it quite
more
visceral?
Than just milky.
Is that the wrong word?
I'm not sure I know what that means.
Should we do a quick Google search?
Visceral. That's like a gut feeling, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure it's also.
Yeah, no, it does hit me in the
gut,
in the viscera. No, it hits me in the heart. It hits me in the heart.
In the heart.
Yeah.
It's a mouth hug and it's a heart hug.
It's a mouth hug and a heart.
And a viscera hug.
And a soul hug. It's good for the soul tea. Very good.
Right. So one of I was gonna save this for a different segment, which we've discussed privately outside of the studio, about perhaps a description of the item that is being ingested. I'm wondering in one word, how would you describe the color right now?
The color?
Yes, of what you're...
I once heard someone describe it as a manila envelope, and that's true. You know the envelopes that you send? Okay, well that doesn't work. Okay, let's find another analogy.
No, I mean, I'm sure the people...
People might know this.
Is it the cardboard?
The envelope, like the padded ones that you would send.
Oh, yes.
You know, and there's different sizes.
Yeah, okay. Now, I think last, but most certainly not least, please, God. And I was building you up through these exercises for this ultimate challenge.
It's gonna be tough. I know it's going to be tough.
It is, how would you describe the taste of the tea? Without saying it tastes like tea. Clearly.
Of course. So, I think it is a unique taste. It's neither sweet nor salty, savoury. So I think that's it. It's just this perfect middle ground. And that's why it's so comforting, because it's not taking you to any extremes. Just a perfectly balanced...
It's the yin to the yang.
It's the yin to the yang. It's the...
It's black to the white.
Black to the white. It's the Sarah to the Natalia.
Oh.
But that makes it sound like it's flavourless. It's absolutely not flavourless. It's just this perfectly balanced... It's harmony in a cup. Wow. Profound, I know.
It really, I didn't think I'd elicit this level of reaction from someone that, never is passionate.
Never shows any emotion.
Never shows any emotion.
It's true,
Never,
it's true.
Never has a laugh. Not a laugh. She's known to be stone cold.
Ice queen.
But
the tea melts me.
Ooh, the tea does.
My heart.
Resting bitch face she's the staple. Resting bitch face. I can't help but thank you very much for...
Can I ask? Did you taste the tea?
I fucking did.
Yes!
I actually did. But the thing is, what concerns me is there was no comparison to other flavors, But can you compare tea?
Can you compare tea? That's like comparing the incomparable.
It is.
Comparison to other flavors.
Because,
Interesting.
Sweet and mixed between sweet and savory. Was that enough for us and the listeners.
It's food for thought.
It is food for thought. Thank you very much for your time and your taste buds.
A pleasure as always, Natalia.
As
Absolute
always.
pleasure.
Goodness, pleasure's all mine. I hope you enjoyed such a passionate performance, a passionate relay of the ins and outs of tea drinking and the intricate process. Stay tuned for more. We'll hit you up next time with another favorite. Try and guess down in the comments below which one it might be. Bye now.